Hey guys, and welcome back to Dark Souls 2. Last episode we ended up making the rounds, chatting up people in Majula, and we just started the Forest of the Fallen Giants. First bonfire, right where we kind of walked into the place. I'm going to go ahead and just slash away at these guys one more time, just to get a little bit of an open area here. We don't have to worry about too many enemies. You know what? I might just go ahead and switch over to my dagger for a second and play with that. It might not be a bad idea to go ahead and... Man, I love that. Might not be a bad idea to put some of those throwing knives on either. Okay. And... boom. Still have yet to land a parry properly, but oh well. We'll get that taken care of in due time. Now we've got an archer over here, but we do have this gentleman right here. Okay. Ugh. Trading blows back and forth, bro. Hey, I didn't tell you to hit me. Okay. Now, what'd you drop for me? Bandit's knife. If we drop down here, there is an item, and of course there's going to be a body. If you see a body laying on the ground not moving, odds are it's going to wake up. So, one thing that I did notice that happens more often in this game is the weapon durability drops a bit quicker. Now you can see below the shield and my sword in the bottom left, there is those red bars. And I just started from the bonfire. Brand new. Every time you rest at a bonfire, the weapon durability goes back to 100%. We've already saw I've lost like a sixth of my durability on the sword. So, interesting. Something to kind of keep in mind here. Let's go ahead and move up this ladder. And we are going to get into this new area. A couple more hollows that are going to try to surprise you, along with a bow and arrow men up top a little bit more. Trying to stay out of the way of the archer. One more hit, we're out of stamina. There we go. Now, let's go ahead and just stay behind here. We got this gentleman right here who's kind of minding his own business. He's got a broken straight sword next to him. I'll probably go ahead and use a life gem. I'd rather hold on to those Estus flasks as long as possible. And we do have an archer up behind this tree on a platform. So I'm going to go ahead and try to take care of him first. So we're going to move through here. Oh, I almost forgot. Yeah, you can go up this ladder, but there is an item over here that you can get to as well. And it requires a well-timed jump. So we're going to run, jump, and there we go. Didn't lose too much health right there. Soul of a Nameless Soldier, throwing knives. I'm going to go ahead before I forget, because I keep talking about it. I'm going to equip the throwing knives, just in case. And they can really come in handy when you're just trying to aggro enemies one at a time. So, let's get back up the ladder real quick. We're going to head back over into that little alcove and make our way higher up. You see the hollow right up there. Oh, there was a couple more throwing knives chilling around here. Probably dropped from the hollow's bodies that I've already disposed of. So, climbing up this ladder. All fast like. We got a hollow right here. Let's go ahead and whip into him. Got another one with an axe. Whoa! Didn't time that parry correctly, but at least he didn't get a chance to hit me. Now, durability is also going to go down much quicker if you're whacking at walls and stuff. And of course, these tight corridors, that's really going to play a factor. Is there an item right there? Nope. The item is right over here. So let's grab said item. Soul of a Nameless Soldier. I should probably be putting my shield up a bit more, right? Might not be a bad idea. Okay. Lay into him. What are you going to drop for me? More throwing knives. Jump across. Another item to pick up. Short sword, Soul of the Lost Undead. Now you can just drop down. You'll probably lose almost all of your life or die. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to be patient and make my way back down the way I came up. And we're going to eventually move through that fog wall. But first, what I would like to do is tempt fate, as I always do, and see if our first death comes from this gentleman right here. There is another hollow playing possum in this area. So you could wake up. There you go. Oh, Didn't time that correctly. Another way of dealing with those hollows that kind of just lay on the ground and chill, you got your jumping R2 as always. So if you can kind of parse it, you could just wham, and you can do a bunch of damage while they're laying there, if you know which ones wake up. Or if you don't, you could just try it on them. So let's go ahead. We're going to finish collecting these items. Use another life gem to get us back up to full health. And this is a hide knight. A couple of them in the game. They will not aggro automatically, but they do drop some decent armor and weapons. So we're going to go ahead and just see if we can get a backstab on him. Nope. Nope. Just going to sit and hack away at him. You want to keep your eye on your endurance with this guy because he has some sneak attacks that can really come out of nowhere. He can combo you crazy. That one right there, that's a big one. And I ended up landing a backstab on him, which was, you know, really lucky of me. It's going to speed up the fight a bit more. And he does have a bit of poise. Like, it's kind of a chore to stagger him a bit. But, whoa! Hey, buddy. There we go. Done. He's going to drop his Hide Knight sword. And it'd probably be safe to go ahead and just use one Estus Flask. We're not too far away from a bonfire. Let's go ahead. Head through the mist. Moving down this gigantic tree trunk. And what's this message say? Ambush ahead. You would be correct. Go through here, roll back out. Got this gentleman. And we'll just... Oh! Jeez. See, that's what happens. Tight corridors, you can hit a wall and it'll interrupt your swing. It's not like it's going to phase through, you know? Physics. So let's go ahead. There's going to be 2 more hollows in this room. We'll coax them out. Okay. And you can see already my weapon durability has gone down significantly. Oh, I was going to whack that afterwards, but we'll do it now. Pick up 20 wood bolts. And I'm going to keep playing it safe. Use another life gem. Don't worry, you can buy them infinitely later on. We do have a new enemy here. These royal soldiers wearing very similar armor of our own. They've got that kind of falconer armor look to them with the red cloth. Trot along up these stairs. We've got an archer along with another ambush waiting to happen. So I'm just going to run right through here. And what do you know? That ambushman is chucking some firebombs. So let's go ahead and eliminate these gentlemen. Hey, buddy. I walked kind of into that one. Let's knock him down. Oh, I forgot. You can attack so fast after you fall. And it looks like our, I believe it's our broadsword or longsword is at risk. Got one of these guys just waiting here for an ambush because you see that item first. Just do a leaping attack on him. Take him out. What do we get? We get a buckler. I'm content with my silver kite shield right now. Go ahead, move up this ladder. And we're making our way to a new area, Cardinal Tower. So, first things first, what I want to do... Oh, we got another summon sign right here. Is peer over here, and we've got another guy laying in wait, but I'll just hit him like that. If I was a bit quicker, I could have just caught him off guard, like before he even stood up. Witching Urn. Now, Witching Urns are pretty cool. I don't use them too much, just because I'm lazy, but explodes to deal magic damage. Pretty much you can just throw it at an enemy. It's a projectile, like a firebomb, and it's going to do magic damage to him. Okay. So, let's open this door. And we'll make our way to this bonfire and just light it. That's all I want to do. Light the bonfire. And we're going to speak to this lady right here, this charming young woman.
Buy something, anything. Oh, come now, help an old woman
this is Melentia. An old crone, an old hag. Just trying to make a couple bucks. There is a couple things that we would like to buy from her. She does sell some weaponry. She does sell some armor. I'm not wearing a helm right now. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase this traveling merchant hat. It raises item discovery. So we can wear that for a bit. I don't want the rest of the merchant outfit, though. I don't really care about that right now. She does sell some human effigies. There are 2 items that you'll probably want to get. One being Leningrast's Key, the blacksmith from the previous episode. Another is the Pharos Lockstone. And I could pop a soul item right now just so I could purchase it and be done with it, but I'll hold off. I'll probably end up getting some souls in a moment. So, we're going to talk to her a bit.
My name is Melentia. You're a stranger to this land. Oh, we get as strangers these days. Everybody's gone and run off. Dranglake's been a pile of rubble since the war fought long, long ago. And the giants crossed the sea. Seemed like the battles would never end. Poor folk like myself have nary a place to sleep. That's why I keep all me things right with me. You may travel light, but methinks you bear a burden of your own. They say these trees grew from the remains of the giants. From each carcass sprouted new life growing into what you see now. But you know what they also say? Don't believe what an old hag says. It's high time that I pick up a move. I've a bargain for you next time we meet, my love. Thank you kindly.
So, with most of the NPCs that you encounter out in the world, if you go through a lot of their dialogue, they're going to decide to head back to Majula. Melentia is going to do that. That's what she was mentioning. So there's 2 ways that we can go right now. One, down this ladder and further into Cardinal Tower. The other is back out here. Now, I didn't rest at the bonfire for a reason. I didn't want those enemies that I've already killed to kind of come back to life. But now I'm kind of putting a second thought into it. See, I got my merchant hat on. Looking all scholarly and shit like that. My sword is very low right now on durability, so resting at the bonfire will restore it. These guys are going to come back, but what I'm going to do is not only rest, but we're going to travel back to Majula. And we're going to drop off the key to Leningrast. I will say, one thing I love about Dark Souls 2 on the PC this time out, loading times are nothing compared to the console ports. So, let's go ahead. You're looking rather relaxed, yeah? Just enjoying the sea breeze? Let's go drop off the key. Well, you don't even have to talk to him. You just open the door. Use Leningrast's key.
Ah, yes. Very good. Now I can get to work. But first, let me set up. Come again later.
Okay, so we kind of have to leave Majula and come back, and he'll be doing his thing in his workshop. But before you leave, there is a chest here. And inside the chest is a short bow. Now, I'm going to see if I can equip that. I don't know if I have enough dexterity for it, but we'll double check. I'm going to remove my dagger for now. And yeah, we're lacking the dexterity for it. But we'll be able to do that soon. We do have the broadsword equipped. We could throw on the short sword as well. And I'm thinking that might be a better move. Just in case the durability of the broadsword goes down. So let's equip the short sword too. Oh, I don't have the necessary dexterity for it. Oh well, we'll just roll with the broadsword. I'm fine with that. And now, what we're going to do is warp back to the Cardinal Tower bonfire. And we're going to explore a bit more. We're going to make our way towards another item. I don't plan on using this sword for too much longer. Now, Melentia hasn't fallen back yet, but she will shortly. We're going to head back out here. And I'm just going to... See this ledge right here? You can just kind of fall off. Take a little bit of damage, but nothing too big. Trap ahead. Yep, they would be right. Oh, and again I missed that falling attack. So we got a couple more hollows waiting for us right here. Hollow infantry gloves. And remember, we have the merchant hat on, so our item boost is going to be a bit better, our item discovery. See this wall, this hole in the wall right here. You can go through here to get back up to where the firebomb ambush was. But you see this item we are going to run across, jump, pick up this item, and you can see another hollow just waiting for us. Human effigy for our troubles. And let's drop down. There we go. What's going on, buddy? Now, sometimes there has been some complaints. I don't do it too often, but I will kind of chip in this time. Sometimes it doesn't even look like the enemy is attacking you and they can get something in on you. I don't know if that's just, you know, a design flaw. I'm not a game designer. Or if I'm just not paying attention. Who knows? But it can be a little irksome. Now, you've got this branching tree here. I'm going to keep using these life gems for now. Just to keep our health on the up and up. Picked up a Soul of a Lost Undead and another torch. Every torch you pick up gives you 5 extra minutes on your torch time, so I have roughly 10 to 15 minutes now. And don't worry, that might not seem like a lot, but honestly, you probably only use the torch for about 10 minutes in total this game, or you only have to. Now, just moving down one step kind of aggroed that one fella. We're going to go ahead and just get in on this guy as well. There's going to be another guy to our left who is going to wake up. There we go. Kind of a mini ambush. Nothing too bad. Got an infantry axe. And what? The ragdoll in this game. Got a couple more guys kind of trolling about here. Some of them don't even have weapons. They're just kind of gonna punch you to death. Hollow infantry armor. You already see I'm starting to pick up the hollow infantry set, which is nice. Just from the item discovery I have. All these items dropping. Hollow infantry helm. These guys are really nothing, but still you kind of want to keep an eye out, because if you get 3 or 4 of them surrounding you, it still can be a pain in the ass in the early ongoings of the game. Should be an item right around here, right? Yep. Got a couple more life gems, which is nice. Now, there is 2 tunnels right here that you can go down. There is an ambush, though, I believe. There are some hollows up on the ledge that will drop down if you head into there. I don't plan on myself landing it the first time, but I'm going to try it anyway. You can actually get over to them. So you want to get up on this tree trunk, and you see this branching path ahead of us. So I'm going to stand right here, run, try to jump, and there we go. This guy's going to wake up. And one more hit. I'm out of stamina now. There should be... Yep, there he is. I was going to say there's another one right behind us. Okay, whack at him a bit. Hey, calm down, buddy. Got some more throwing knives. Here. Yeah, I know. Pop another life gem. And yeah, if you walked into this cave right on the first attempt without taking care of them, they're going to drop down and get you cornered in here. Which still, it's easy to fight through, but not too big of a deal. Hollow soldier helm. And now there was a second cave over here, which is a bit more dangerous. Now, you see fire on the ground. Don't worry about that. It's not too intense. It's not going to hurt you. But what is causing that fire at the end of this tunnel is a different story. Now, you might not be able to see them. Now you can. These, like, fire lizards. You want to make sure that you're staying far enough away. Soul of a Proud Knight. There is actually a door right here. Let's open it up quickly. Roll through. We did that just fine. And we're going to go ahead and pick up a fire longsword. And hopefully I have enough stats for it. I don't. I need a little bit of dexterity. But that's okay. We can rectify that soon. Another thing to note, if you're opening a door, if you're throwing a switch, if you mash the button like you did in Dark Souls 1, it is going to cancel that action. So you want to kind of be patient in that respect. So we could probably use the fire longsword right now. We would just need to two-hand it, I think. Yep. I think that's the case. No, there's still an X there, so maybe not. Maybe we're just not going to do as much damage as we should. But we can use this ladder and climb back up to the starting point of where we were the first time we dropped down. And don't worry about that fire lizard. We can deal with him later. But for now, we want to make our way back up to this area. Now this guy's back awake because I rested at the bonfire. And these guys, not these ones in particular, but there will be other ones that have shields. And they will stay there and just kind of let you attack at them. And a good way to kind of, you know, disrupt their shield is forward and R1, I believe. Yeah, and you're going to do this kind of smack. It'll break their block, and you can just start hammering away at them. So let's move back up through all this nonsense. Somehow I missed taking damage from that archer. Hey! Calm down, buddy. Oh. What's going on? What do I have equipped? Do I not have the... I don't have the correct sword equipped. That's why I'm not doing much damage. Broken straight sword. The broken straight sword I had equipped. Let's put the broadsword back on. I was like, why is it taking so long to take out some of these guys? By chance, I landed a backstab on him. Nice. And just another reason why I'm going ahead and killing all of these guys is, remember, Melentia had a Pharos Lockstone. I didn't get to explain what those are. I'll get to show you in a little bit, but it was 4,000 souls and I just wanted to purchase it. So let's go ahead, now that we've got enough souls. I think there's one more guy over here, right? Should be. Yep. There's a summon sign, too. Okay. There you go. Get out of here. All these item drops we're getting. And we'll head back into Cardinal Tower, speak to Melentia once more.
You again?
I want your Pharos Lockstone, lady. We'll put that to good use. All these summon signs. It's exciting me to no end. It really is. Okay. Rest at the bonfire. And we're going to tread along just a little bit more here before we wrap it up. So, going to... Actually, you know what I want to do? I'm going to head back to Majula once more. Sorry for... See, I told you, there's a lot of back and forthing here. Just because I'm thinking I want to get my dexterity up to 9, just so I can start using the fire longsword, inflict a little bit more damage to our enemies. I hope that I should have enough souls here. Let's go ahead and pop all of these. Again, making use of that how many do you want to pop at one time method. That's overkill on souls right there for what I need to level up, but...
Bearer of the curse. Lest.
Okay. Oh, Emerald Herald, give me your wisdom here. Now, we need a dex at 9, so let's pump it up to 9. And I think that's all I'm going to do for now. Just to get the ability of the Fire Longsword. We still have a... Yeah, we didn't need that many souls, obviously. But let's equip the Fire Longsword. There we go. Alright. Gonna do a little bit of fire damage. We could speak to Leningrast again. I did want to equip the bow and arrow, and I need 12 dexterity for that. You know what? Let's put our souls to use and just make it so we can use the bow and arrow as well. So, dex. Bump it up to 12. And we have just enough, which is nice. And that's it for leveling for just a little bit. That's all I really want to do right now. Let's go ahead, pop on the short bow. And what kind of arrows we got? We got wood bolts. We have no arrows. We're going to end up picking some up before the end of the episode, I believe. So let's, once again, fast travel to Cardinal Tower. And we're going to start making our way through that. Okay. So, head on down this ladder. And you see where a lot of this fire is coming from. All these fire lizards here. Now, This soldier already saw us. There's one laying down right there, so you know he's going to pop up. And we got a soldier using a halberd right now. And the halberds are pretty decent in this game, I will say. Let's see. Yeah, we're doing a decent amount of damage with that flame sword here. Let's go ahead and two-hand this. Leap. Bam. All right. Head over here, and there's going to be another one laying in wait. Man, all these summon signs. People on Steam are going ape shit. I'm really loving it. Soul of a Lost Undead. You have a door right here that requires a key that we don't have. We'll be able to come back later. But for now, we're going to head through here. We've got a fog gate. We have another door that I believe won't unlock yet. And we have yet another laying in wait hollow. But that was fine. Easily rectifiable. This episode's going to be a bit longer because there's a bit more that I do want to cover. There's two ways that you can go. We can go up the top of this branch and go to the left, or we can go over here to the right. I'm going to head to the right first. So let's go ahead, just kind of make our way. And I would like to roll off. And what we're going to do is just start hacking away. Oh, hey! That was unexpected, but at least I didn't die. What we can do is, while we're down here, pick up an item. I am going to drop over here and pick up a shard. Titanite shard. That hollow fell down here as well, so we'll just finish him off. And we're going to end up traversing over here anyway, so let's go ahead. We got another hollow that just decided to drop down. And a archer that got a quick one on us, so let's try to get him to come out. Say hello. Hey, buddy. No thanks. You can tell that the durability is lasting a bit longer with the fire longsword. Now, I was originally up there where about my hat is, so we're going to get right back up there by going to this ladder. Should be a couple more soldiers, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, we got an archer right there. We've got a spearman right here. And I am going to take a running leap of faith. Go ahead, get a backstab. I love doing that. Leaping across, dodging the arrow, and just hitting the backstab. Drop over here. We can take the ladder up to get to that archer, but we're going to go through here first. And you want to move kind of slowly, because remember, it's Dark Souls, guys. Yeah, trap. Just waiting for you. Human effigy. There is a gentleman that we can speak to right here, but first, come on over here, and there should be a wilted dusk herb. No, it's an amber herb. I think on New Game Plus that might change to a wilted dusk herb. I apologize for the confusion. So let's speak to Kale.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just daydreaming, I think. My name is Kale. I'm a traveler, like yourself. I'm navigating the continent to create a map. Why cartography, you ask? Well, that's a good question. When I first came into this forsaken land, it was... a curse? Something about a curse? How embarrassing. I seem to have lost my focus. But I do know one thing for certain. I have always been very fond of maps.
Okay. He's not an idiot, I promise you. That is the curse taking its toll on him. The more you start to lose your humanity, the more you start to lose your memories and your focus. So he's starting to forget the reason why he truly came here.
I came to this land some time ago. Drangleic, the Lost Kingdom. It sounded so romantic. Have you seen Majula? Oh, there's a rather spacious mansion there. I've made it my temporary home. Well, as something of a squatter, I'm afraid. Inside the mansion, I found a strange map, like none I'd ever seen. I believe that it's a map of Drangleic. Now I'm traveling the land to prove it. Yes. Yes, that's it. That's why I came to the kingdom. Wait. No. That wasn't it. Then what? I don't seem to recall. Were you looking for that map? Wonderful. Then you're fascinated by maps, just like me. Shame on you. You should have told me before.
I had no idea until now.
Here, take this. A key to the mansion.
So that is the one house that I didn't explore in Majula, and for good reason. It's locked,
What
but
a
this is
joy
the
to
key.
meet a kindred spirit out here.
This is the key that opens it up.
Incredible, really, isn't it? Such a map to be chiseled in stone. Oh, but one thing. I would not venture deep into the mansion. Now, I can't be certain, but I've heard disturbing noises. Something about it feels wrong. Just be careful, please. I'll be back in Majula soon. Perhaps we will meet again and discuss maps at our leisure.
Alright, so Kale's going to be heading back to Majula as well. He gave us the key to the mansion that he's currently squatting in. So we can open that up. And there's a couple useful items in there. Now, what we want to do is head up this way. There is still one more archer to contend with over here. Let's go ahead. Woo! And wham. Alright. Done and done. And we covered what I really wanted to cover in this area, I think. Let's see. There might be, I think, another item that I might be missing. Let's double check. Yeah, I think I'm right. Right over here. What we're going to do is we're going to drop onto this platform. And there is a soldier waiting. There's going to be another torch. And you can't go out this way. But you can certainly go out this way. This will drop us back down to the first level where the ladder was. Yeah, I mean, torch, not that important. But I'm trying to show you guys where stuff is because I'm sure that there's going to be stuff that I'm missing later on, and I'm just trying to, you know, make up for it. I'm going to go ahead, use a life gem, and you want to move up this branch slowly so as that you don't alert the other hollows that are up into the left here. So we'll move up here slowly. And get a backstab on this guy. We got the Halberd soldier here. Hacking away. What did we drop here? Bastard sword. That's a pretty decent sword to pick up. Where is it? Bastard. Yeah, does a considerable amount of damage. You need a lot more strength to wield it, though. And I might use that later on. We're not sure. But for now, you do have this ladder. Don't go up this ladder unless you're ready. There's going to be an optional boss fight. So, I mean, it's optional to have the boss fight here, but you can fight that same boss later on. And I generally fight him up here, but you don't get anything extra for beating him right there. So I'm going to go fight him where we originally do fight him, or where you should fight him. Now, you do have another hollow soldier up here. He's going to throw firebombs, so I'm just going to throw a couple throwing knives. 2 of them, it seems, takes him out right away. And we've got a couple more hollow soldiers. Let's go ahead, and he's going to put up a shield, so let's swipe that away. Cut him down. There's another one right over here, but we can attack fast enough just to take him out. Now, I can't remember if I picked up arrows. I don't think I did. We might have to actually press forward a bit more. Let's see. Yep. Didn't pick up any arrows. Shame on me. But that's okay. I'm going to keep going through all these life gems like crazy. Let us go down here. And there's one more place that I do want to cover before we end up probably calling it a day. This is a whole big area to explore right here. We have another NPC down the way, but you do have this opening in the wall. So what I'm going to do is just step right here and step out. Obviously a trap. All of these royal soldiers waiting for us. I'm going to go ahead and start hacking away, taking them out. If you feel like you're getting overwhelmed, these guys will not climb the ladder that you just came down. So you can go up there, and if you have enough HP, you could just sit there and jump off and just do falling attacks on them. But it's just as easy to take care of this. Great soul arrow, large soul of the lost undead, and a blue wooden shield. And you can actually man these as well. Use, just hit A to use it. A again to fire. And it can do some pretty decent damage against any enemies that would stumble in its way. There is a ladder. Go ahead and slide down here. And we've got a chest. We've got this door over here, which I am going to probably switch out to my broadsword because the fire longsword is running low on durability. This door won't open. Does not open from this side, but you know how you fix that? Just hit the door. Somebody inside is going to take notice. What's going on, guys? How you doing? So there's going to be 3 hollow soldier infantry in there. I think this guy just comes out by himself first. Let's go ahead, beat him up. We've got 2 more. This one, and one in that corner just acting like a dingus, but we'll just have this guy come out. Okay. There. And this one's guarding a chest that holds a ring. Now, if you're not careful or if you don't have enough poise, this guy, with his shield swipe like that, can really knock out your endurance. Can stun lock you for a second. He dropped a winged spear for us. Go ahead, open up this chest. We get the life ring and a large titanite shard. So, we're going to go ahead, and you know what? I didn't even put on my blue seal ring, which I don't really care for, but the life ring raises maximum HP. It's decent for right now. It gets the job done. Okay, so we do have a chest over here, and there's tons of signs around it. Boulder ahead, therefore, hurrah for leg. Okay, try attacking. Trap ahead. Is it a mimic? No, it's not a mimic. Also, keep in mind, these wooden chests, if you hack at them enough, they're gonna break, and the item that's inside is actually going to turn to rubbish. So, if you're gonna attack, just attack it once to make sure you don't break it. So, everybody, you know, it's saying that it's a trap, but it's not, you know, reacting if it's a mimic. So we're going to open it up, throw up our shield. One of 3 or 4 different type of trap sets that can happen with some chests. That was 5 different, it was a crossbow shooting out 5 shots. There's poison chests, there's fire chests, there's some crazy stuff, but we get a titanite shard for our troubles. Now, this is the last thing that I really wanted to show off right here. These contraptions right here take the Pharos Lockstones, the one that we got from Malentia. So we'll examine, use our Pharos Lockstone, and these, the majority of the time, will light a hidden room that you couldn't access before. Like, if I didn't use the Lockstone and just hit this wall, nothing would happen. But now that I have that in there, we have this. Hit the wall. Secret area. 2 chests inside. Some good stuff, too. What is in this one? We've got ourselves a titanite slab. Already in the game, man. Very nice. You're not going to see them for a while after that. What is in this one? I forgot. Chloranthy ring. Well, I've got 4 ring slots. Let's pop it on. Chloranthy ring. Raises stamina recovery speed. So, you can see, if I just go through all of this, it's definitely going to go a bit quicker for our endurance there. And we've pretty much accomplished everything that we needed to accomplish here. Now, I don't think that there's much left that I want to do. I was hoping that I would come across some arrows, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Let's go ahead. Why not? Let's keep going through this area. Speak to this gentleman.
Hello there. Traveling all alone in these treacherous times. Well, I hope you have a very good reason. Oh, hogwash. Who am I to judge? My name is Pate. I journey hither and thither on a sort of treasure hunt, you might call it. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself. Oh yes, you be cautious if you go any farther. There's treasure in there for certain, but the entrance locks from behind. I saw the same design earlier, and it's the same contraption, I'm sure. I was with this warrior, you see, and he insisted that he go inside first. The rather brusque fellow tried to swipe the loot for himself, but it trapped him inside. I still have the gent's ring. I do hope he wasn't harmed.
Yeah. Already you're feeling like I don't trust you at all.
I'll leave this one to you. I'm worried about what might be inside.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. So yes, this gate is going to close if we move a bit of the ways in. But you can coax some of these guys out first. And there was another one over in that corner that's kind of hiding out. So there's another one that's going to be an archer. We're just going to have to move in and go after him. The gate is going to close now. And no biggie. Got that taken care of. You see the gate has now closed. The contraption has sprung. And what's this message say? Be wary of trap. It's not really a trap, it's just a bunch of hollow soldiers coming out to say hello. But that's okay. We can whack a couple of them. And you know what? This broadsword ain't doing too bad of a job. Doing a bit of damage to some of these guys. I mean, we already took out 3 of them without losing too much life. What item you dropping for me? Life gem. Good, because I was just about to use one. Got an item over in the corner, but you want to pick it up quick. Aromatic ooze, we'll discuss that in a second. We do have a couple more of these soldiers. Now we can kind of coax this guy down here. Hopefully he'll come my way. I don't think he moves really past this opening, but that's fine. We got another one just kind of chilling on the stairs here. Aromatic ooze we'll discuss in a moment. But there is actually treasure right here. This is a hidden wall. You can't hit it to break it, but you have to stand in front of it and tap the interact key. And it opens up this room with a chest. Not the greatest treasure in the world, but hey, if you're a magic caster, you get a sorcerer's staff and an amber herb. Okay, so now we're going to continue up this path and lay into these guys. There should be one more hollow right around the corner here. Yep. What's going on, buddy? Get the backstab on him. Oh, you're not dead. Well. Okay. Head out here. And you can see that there's an item over there. There's another way up. You see that ladder right there. Let's drop down and speak to Pate again.
Well, I see you managed to escape. I hope that brave warrior didn't come a cropper either. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself. Oh, but you should take this.
The white sign soapstone.
It allows undead to call out for help to one another across the fissures between worlds. With luck, somebody will lend you a hand. Well, I see you.
Okay, so we ended up picking up the white sign soapstone. That way we can leave our summon sign and all will be well. People can summon us if they need our help. And our weapon durability is getting kind of low again. Not too wild about that. And we still don't have arrows. I was really hoping to come across some arrows. But we do have a short sword that we can go to after. So I'm going to keep pressing on here. We do have a new enemy right here. This is known as an ironclad. What I'm going to do is kind of try to coax him out, but there are some enemies up here that throw firebombs, and they're archers as well. Hey, ironclad. Come on, buddy. He does not want to make a move. Well, if you don't want to make a move, then I'm going to go right over here. Let's go ahead. Got a hollow laying in wait. Pick up an item here. Hollow soldier leggings. And this tree, looking a little weird, right? We can examine it, and nothing has happened. Remember what I believe Melentia was saying? It was that it is told that a lot of the giants ended up, once they have died, they had grown into these massive trees. Something to ponder. But, anyway, we do have this ladder that we can go up, and there was where the trap was that we headed out on top. There is the item that we could get, and I believe we got a light crossbow, which is nice. There are the hollow soldiers in here that were originally laying in wait. Now, I do have bolts. Do I have the ability? I don't have the strength for the crossbow just yet, which is kind of a shame. So what we're going to have to do is just suck it up. Take these guys out one at a time, or at least I wanted to. You know what we'll do? We got some throwing knives. Let's go ahead. Let's have him... We should probably be able to kill him in, yep, 2 throws. You want to be careful. You don't want to knock them off because they're going to fall down if so, and they're going to be a pain in the ass down there. There is an item. Let's see if we can jump over to it on my first try here. There we go. And don't get too happy to hop down there because there's another one of these guys. So we'll hop down, get a backstab. He's dead. Boom. Chest. And what's in this guy? Mail breaker and infantry helm. Very good. Very good. And we can hop down and land on this cart. But remember, there's that old ironclad. I am going to equip my short sword just in case my durability goes on this sword. So let's hop down. Go ahead. And are you going to finally make a move? There you go. Now he's going to follow us. And I'm going to try to put this trebuchet to work. I believe that's the name of the weaponry. So we're going to run around here, activate it, and hopefully he's going to get lined up and we can hit him. Nope, he's going to just chill on the side here, and I'm going to miss him. That's a shame. Oh well. So ironclads aren't too difficult to deal with. You just got to bait him into the right attacks. He doesn't even want to attack at all. That one, if you're too close, you can tell I kind of stumbled a bit. It's got this area of attack, or area of effect, kind of ground poundy thing going on. That's the move that you really want to see. That side swipe, because it's not hitting the ground, so it's not really going to do too much in slowing you down. So I'm just going to keep trading blows with this gentleman back and forth. Okay. Get in there. And when he does that kind of side swipe, you can usually get in 1 or 2 attacks on him. You have a bit more time because he has that big old whiff where he misses. So, okay. Ironclad defeated. And we're pretty much wrapping up this area here. I'm going to switch over to my short sword. What do we have? Life gem, homeward bone. We got a couple more of these soldiers, and I'm just going to bait one out with another throwing knife. And I'm not going to waste any more throwing knives. I'm just going to have him kind of stumble over to me, and I'll be able to just do one of these. There. Got the other one right there. Take note, there is a door right here. Locked, of course, and we need a key to open that. We'll get that shortly. Got this other soldier. Fog gate to our left. Go through that in just a moment. A couple of items that we want to pick up. Oh, are you going to play possum? Well, just whack you. Dead. Oh, you dropped something. Radiant life gem. So this is a step up from the regular life gem, which is going to restore more health. Amber herb. And we've got this long walkway here with a hollow at the end of it. But don't be a fool. This is Dark Souls, son. Right there. Ambush. So let's get a throwing knife on him. Kind of coax him down. This other guy that was guarding the soul item up there is now coming at us. But we've lowered these guys to pretty low health, so we can just take them out one by one here. Unless that happens. You saw that my guard broke because of that. And now, because I timed that correctly, I ended up parrying, or a form of parry. I broke his guard, I let him stumble a bit, and then I just hit RB at the right time, and I did kind of this combo attack. So we're going to move up here and grab this item, which is a halberd, or halberd, and Soul of a Nameless Soldier. Halberd isn't too bad of a weapon. I don't think I have the strength requirements for that either right now, which is unfortunate. Yeah. You can see it takes quite a bit of strength and dexterity, but this time around with strength, the strength requirements, you only need half to two-hand it. So, if I had 10 strength, I could two-hand it. I do have 10 strength, actually, but if I had the correct dexterity. But let's go ahead, move through this fog gate, and what you should see should look a little familiar. This is the original area where we came down, and one of the doors that was locked we can open from this side now. We also got another little friend right here. I don't know if I'll be able to get him on my first try, but it is a crystal lizard. Let's go ahead and land on him here. He's gonna scurry over. No, I didn't want to drink my Estus. What a fail. And he disappeared. Oh well. We'll be able to come back and get him eventually. I wanted to throw some throwing knives at him. Large leather shield, life gem, ba-ba-boom. And head over here. We've got this iron gate. Oh, another soul consumable. Fire arrows. You know what? I'll do that while I'm here too. So, we've got this gate that we can open up. And this is the ladder that we first came down with the hollow infantry. And that's the way back to the bonfire. However, there's an even more convenient shortcut. And I knew I was going to pick up arrows eventually. So let's head back up here. All of these enemies are still dead, thankfully. And I am going to switch to my bow and arrow here. And we're going to equip our fire arrows. We only have 10 of them, but that's not a big deal. Two-handed. And you see these barrels. They don't look like normal barrels. They're actually black. They're holding an explosive powder, almost like a gunpowder. So, all we're going to do is line up real quick. Draw an arrow. Instant shortcut. And here we are. Back at the bonfire. Very handy, very nifty. We're going to rest up. And we're going to call it a day. So thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and comment on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time.